Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel or welcome here if you are new. On today's episode of the 28 Days of Insanity, we are spending 24 hours eating TikTok foods only. Me and Natasha have spent a bunch of time scavenging, is that a word, through TikTok and finding some cool recipes, and then we selected breakfast, lunch and dinner and some snacks and things. A total of 4 recipes. We selected that, we sent them over to each other, and for an entire day we're gonna focus our meals and our snacking and our everything onto those meals. I'm very excited for this. I am not going to cook anything today because obviously we need to go get the ingredients. But Natasha has just sent me the 4 videos. I haven't watched them, so I'm gonna watch them here with you live. Let's start by watching what we're gonna be having for breakfast. I'm scared. Here it goes. It's good. You can barely whisk the eggs inside that container.
That piece looks gross. Go in the bag. Right in there with the chips. And in your bag goes right in the boiling water.
I'm pretty sure the bag would melt.
Here we go. Oh my gosh, look at that!
I mean, I have so many questions about this. First of all, how does the plastic bag not melt? Second of all, is this the first time that lady has ever been in the kitchen? Because like
2 aircraft carriers,
what?
dozens of...
Because like the way she chops the onion mainly is terrifying. It terrifies me. And like she has like 30 eggs and she doesn't whisk them before throwing everything in. And the sounds... Oh. Not to mention that this is going to be boiled. Boiled anything is the worst way of having said thing, unless if we're talking about pasta. I have a lot of questions about this, but here are the ingredients we're going to be using. So we obviously have some chips. Then she uses 1 onion, but like I'm only going to use a little bit, so I'm using what is this called? These small onions. Then pepper, she uses 2 types, but like it's such a big waste already using a pepper, so I'm going to use 1, and probably I want to use this, and I think this is just like a slice. Then we have some cheese, and then it's supposed to be ham, and I bought some, but I cannot find it in the fridge. Josh must have used it in sandwiches, so I'm using roast chicken instead, slices, and then eggs, obviously. So in the video, she chops the pieces like huge. But it's an omelette, so why would you want a huge piece of pepper, you know? Anyway. Google. What are the small onions called?
Shallots. On the website
Shallots.
spruceeats.com, they say, shallots are small, brown-skinned onions with purplish flesh, and their bulbs are made up of multiple lobes, a little bit like the way garlic bulbs are divided into individual cloves.
Okay, I'm gonna just do a slice, will that be enough? In come the eggs. Okay, give this a whisk. And now some of the cheese. Into the bag of crisps. This goes. Oh no, there's a huge hole in it. What do I do? What do I do? Oh, this is gonna be terrible. Anyway, there's a huge gap here, so I'm gonna like kind of cook it like this. The water is ready. Here goes nothing. How do I know when it's ready? I mean, the bag hasn't melted, so I guess that's a good thing.
Moments later.
It's been like 10 minutes and it's still completely liquid inside. It has like a layer around. But anyway, I've put the lid on top to hopefully kind of keep the steam inside, and hopefully that will help it cook faster. At this moment, it doesn't honestly think it's gonna cook ever because it looks exactly the same now as it did 10 minutes ago, which is the outside layer is cooked, but inside is completely liquid.
More moments later.
It's been another 10 minutes, still not cooked, but looking better. Perhaps another 10 more and it will be fine. It's been like half an hour for an omelette to cook. It's ridiculous. Who does this? Who had half an hour to invest in an omelette that is going to be boiled? So it's not even going to be that good. And it has no seasonings now that I think about it.
Approximately 10 hours later.
If this is not cooked for now, then I'm just gonna like give up because this is the most consuming omelette I've ever eaten. I'm still a bit shocked that the bag didn't actually melt. And once again, I find myself doing things one-handed because of YouTube. It looks so big, like, what the hell? It looks so big. Oh, I'm so scared that it's not cooked on the inside. Let me transfer it to a plate and then we can cut it. Cut this in half. It's actually cooked on the inside. I mean, it doesn't look terrible, does it? It looks like it has candy because of the red bits of pepper. It doesn't look that bad. Boiled egg with no spices. It's not dreadful, I suppose. I cannot feel the crisps. Considerations about this recipe. Is it worth like the 45 minutes that it was on the stove?
Absolutely not.
If you have a stove like mine, which is electric, it's not that bad. But if you have to spend gas for 45 minutes, even less worth it. But even with an electric, already not worth it because your time is more valuable than this omelette. It is kind of like a healthier way of cooking it because you are steaming it instead of frying it. So if you're looking to cut calories, then for sure, then obviously don't put the crisps in. But in terms of gadget, it's a clever way of steaming something. And if you also suck at making omelets, at like folding them and whatever, this is also an alternative. Personally, I don't love it. I don't hate it and I'm gonna eat it, but I think it's lacking seasoning. I'm someone who seasons the food. I know that some people don't season their food at all, or maybe just with salt and pepper, very basic. This one doesn't even have that, or maybe it does and I missed it. I don't know, but I'm someone who likes a lot of seasonings. I have a lot of seasonings and I like to mix them and play around with them, and this one doesn't have anything. The texture is alright, but it's not my favorite because it's boiled. If I had to rate this from 1 to 10, I'd give it a 4. Lunch. Alright, hyped for this one. It looks really, really good. Right, so I'm gonna make 2 of these. One for me, one for Josh. So we need 4 slices of bread. I'm using tiger bread. I know that in the video they used like a slightly thicker bread, but this is what I could find on the supermarket. This doesn't show in the video, but when she puts it in the pan, you can see that there's already some butter covering the bottom. So there you go. Now we're gonna do the cheeses, so start with some mozzarella. Some parsley. On the video they used fresh, but quite a lot because parsley is good for you. And for flavor, paprika. And I'm just gonna add all that is left in the jar. I like to like peel the outside layer of the spring onion. Wash the spring onions if you'd like. If not, it's all good. Just chop them. Throw the spring onions in the cheese mixture. One of these. And one of these. Cheese mixture on top. Now let's put the lids on. Okay, it's been a few minutes. I'm gonna try and flip them. I don't know if they're ready to be flipped or not. Oh, oh my god. Oh my god, look, they're so crunchy. Yum. Okay, they're cooked at the bottom. I just checked. There you go. I'm gonna take them out. Put them in plates. And let's do what they did in the video, which is cut it. Yummy. Here's a cross section. It's so good. It would never occur to me to put paprika mixed with the cheese, like grated cheese. Like, who does that? No idea, but it's so good. And the spring onion gives it that kick. If you don't have spring onion, maybe like just a little bit of normal onion, just like dice it really small and mix it in, because that hint of onion, garlic would probably be amazing as well. The possibilities. Now let's have a look at snack number one. Oh, she said she sent 2 snacks and it's for me to choose what I want. So snack number 1. Alright, so it's like truffles made out of Oreo. Not truffles, cake pops. It was very popular a few years ago. Alright, snack number 2. Questions. First of all, did the bag start melting in the beginning? And my second question is the chocolate not going to burn? I don't know, I'm curious about both of them. I have to think which one I want. On the video, it seems like there's quite a lot of oil. Usually I just put enough to cover the bottom of the pan, but my homemade popcorns are not that good, so maybe that's why. Who knows? I guess we're about to find out. Right, here it goes. And now in the video they add the M&Ms together with the oil. So here's what it looks like. I've turned the heating on and I'm gonna let the oil warm up first, and then once it's hot we're gonna add this and cover it straight away. I guess it's warm. Oh god. Some of this, cover.
12 seconds later.
One final shake. Let's find out how it looks on the inside. 1, 2, 3. I mean, it does look like on the video, doesn't it? It doesn't smell that good, I must say. Here's the bowl of popcorn. It looks like the picture, but I think the chocolate has burned. It doesn't smell good at all. I don't even want to try it, guys. I mean, they are super crispy. They don't taste good at all, even the ones that are barely covered. It's disgusting. Okay. I'm gonna have some of these. What a waste of M&Ms. And the smell, I'm gonna actually open the window. Horrible. 1 out of 10. And then dinner.
Super and easy weeknight dinner. Get your favorite sausage, cut it open, and stuff it with a piece of string cheese. Lay down some seasoning, top it with some marinara sauce, a little more seasoning, in the oven at 400 for about 30 minutes. Really tasty.
Exciting. These are 6 sausages. I'm gonna make all of them for the 2 of us. Cut the sausage. Yeah, it's too big, like I was saying. So I'm gonna cut it like, I don't know, what is this? 2/3. Right, so let's tuck the cheese in. So I feel like the cheese is going to ooze out. Perhaps we should try and close the sausages. I think I'm gonna put toothpicks on them. Then the recipe says to season before the sauce and after the sauce. I'm using Italian herbs. It's gonna taste like pizza. It's gonna be good. The part about this recipe that I'm least excited about is the sauce, because we never use sauce like this in the jar. We always find it a bit too strong. I'm gonna put like a spoonful in each. This goes into the oven for, I don't know if the recipe says how long, but I'm gonna say at least 20 minutes. Timer for 20 minutes.
Alright, 20 minutes. Starting now.
Alright, so dinner is ready. Let me show you the sausages. Could I have adjusted the camera angle before I started recording? Yes, I could have. I don't think the toothpicks made any difference.
Well, it smells amazing. Oh my god, I am like attracted to this food smell. Oh, that smells and looks. It doesn't look that great actually. Or like, but it smells amazing. What's up with the sauce mixed in there? Yeah.
Just because I use the same spoon.
Oh, ruining the presentation.
Editing Manganet here, I just realized I never recorded any outro for this video, but I want to tell you that those sausages were amazing. So simple, so easy. Even the sauce that I mentioned we're not big fans of, it worked brilliantly with that stuffed cheese sausage thing. Try it, it's so good. And the cheese toast, so good. The omelette, I feel like my memory of it makes it seem even worse than what it was in real life. Every time I just remember the smell. And the M&M's popcorn, I have PTSD from that. I hope you liked it. Come back tomorrow for more videos and don't forget to go and check out Natasha's one. Bye.